Hello everyone, my name is Shreya and I'm a legal intern at Lexis & Company. I'm pursuing BLLB honors from Law College Dehradun, Uttaranchal University. I am currently in 7th semester and I am very glad to be interning at Lexis & Company, because of which I am able to present to you guys with this video. So the topic and purpose for this video will be, I'll be explaining to you guys with the 5 common legal words used in legal field. Basically this is part 3 of this is basically the third video on the topic legal words. So let's begin. So the first legal word for today will be prima facie, that is on the face of it. So this means that at first sight, that is something arising out of first sight based on the first experience. That is prima facie case or stage only means that when there is ground for further proceedings. That is, this is the first act which is happening. For example, the court issued the injunction on the basis of prima facie evidence, that is on the first experience of it. So prima facie are always considered relevant. Prima facie evidences or acts on the first sight of it. So this prima facie legal word is very important legal word and it is very frequently used in legal field. It is very important for you to know about it. So yeah, this is about it. Prima facie means on the first sight, that on the first sight you have seen this thing, you have considered this thing for the first thing, and there is no requirement of looking any further. For example, in case of evidence, you have seen this, and so this is prima facie condition that this is this. We have no other requirement to look forward for any other thing or evidence. This was prima facie. Next is pro rata, that means in proportion. For example, the punishment should be given in proportion to the gravity of the offense. This is very important when we give punishment, or when there is an order passed for the crimes which is same but have taken place in different conditions. For example, a child has committed murder below 12 years and a person of well aware of the facts and a knowledgeable person of the age of 20 years have committed the crime of murder. So both these persons cannot be punishable on the same ground. So yeah, this is it. The punishment should be given on the basis of proportion. That is, you cannot inflict a death punishment for a minor theft or extortion, but you can give a death penalty if someone has committed the crime of murder. You have to check the gravity of crime, that is the degree of crime. So this was pro rata. Next we move on to sua sponte. So sua sponte is a Latin phrase which literally means on his or its own motion. That is, the phrase is ordinarily used for courts where there is a case of injustice or illegality. The court directs the authority to initiate the procedure at once. That is, because the court have directed on its own without any parties appearing. It is only on the command of the court that the court orders the authority to begin the proceedings as soon as it is possible, and also instructs the CBI to investigate the matter. So this was sua sponte, on his or its own motion. So the next legal word here is legitima remedia, that is legal or lawful remedies. That is, so we can say that whatever remedies are provided in the statutes, the litigants have the right to avail those remedies for their clients. That is, if something is given in the law books, the remedies, you can always fight for those remedies. They will be always be there, they will always be available to you. So for example, if appeal is provided in the statutes of law, then the right to appeal is available to the aggrieved person. So this was legitima remedy, that is, if there are remedies provided in the statutes of law, a person can avail for it. So the last legal word for today will be amicus curiae, that is the friend of the court. Such person, which we call him or her as the friend of the court, is that person which has no relation to the case, that is not either party to the case, and is someone who just comes for the help of the court. That is, he is just a friend of the court and belongs to neither of the party. He does not support any of the party. He is neutral to the case. This was amicus curiae, friend of the court. So I hope you guys have liked this video and understood these legal words. If you have any question, you can ask me, and also don't forget to share the feedback with me. And thank you everyone for watching. Do not forget to like and share this video as much as you can.